What's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and do you know what deck I'm playing today? I'm playing SWORDSOUL TENYI. I know it doesn't really look like it because my opening hand is not the best, but don't worry because the Bisted monsters are actually still pretty decent support for the deck on top of being hand trapped. So this deck actually got indirect support, which is very interesting because every time there's like a new hand trap and you already have like a deck that can play a lot of hand traps, it's always like a boost for them, especially if that deck doesn't really lose to the new hand traps. So today I'll show you guys 4 combos on how to utilize this deck featuring the new Bisted cards. And of course, you already know a deck profile coming up tomorrow. So before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram. And if this video can get to 1,000 likes, I will be making a live stream on this deck. And now let's get right into it. Alright, so combo number 1, I'm going second. My opponent has Reno Heart and Imperm. I have Saronir and Effect Veiler. Look at what I can do. So normal summon the Reno Heart. My opponent is going to send the Huffiness. I'm going to banish it with the Saronir. Basically just assuming that I have the worst Bisted monster out of all of them, because if I had the Magnamut, it would be like way too good. Now, of course, on my own turn, let's just say I bricked. I have like way too many hand traps, and that's something that can happen when you're playing a deck that can play a lot of hand traps. So you really have to know how to capitalize off of the bad hands, because the good hands are always good. You always know what you're doing. So you're gonna have to, be creative when things don't go your way. And if you're going like, normal summon Moye and then you get hit by Imperm, you lose the game. However, if you normal summon Veiler, if you're a big Chad, look at what you can do. It's kind of nasty, not gonna lie. You can make Yazi, and then you don't have to care about Imperm because it can be targeted. And since you destroy the Yazi, you can summon the Taya from the deck, and then summon your token, and from there on out, you kind of just, you kind of do whatever you want, honestly. So you can banish the Blackout with the Chijiao, and then banish the Ashuna in order to summon the Shatana, and then Synchro for the Draco Berserk of the Tenyi, because you're locked under Wyrm anyways. Draco can attack if there's another monster on your opponent's field. You can attack again. It has 4,500 attack now. And the Chijiao obviously is a negate. The Draco Berserker of the Tenyi is a banish effect, quick effect. So that's actually really cool what you can do with a very bad hand on top of playing through an Imperm. So really, really nasty for just combo number 1. Let's see what you can do with maybe more cards and with less crappy hands. Alright, so combo number 2, my hand is definitely very interesting. I have Vishuda, Magnamut, Effect Veiler, Vessel, and Imperm. So look at what I can do here. Special summon the Vishuda and then link for the Monk of the Tenyi. And now I'm going to be pitching the Ashuna in order to search the Adara. But unfortunately, I did get banished on the Ashuna when my opponent summoned the Bisted monster. Otherwise, I can just banish this for cost, and then the Bisted monsters are useless, so they have to be used preemptively against you, either on the Vishuda or the Ashuna. That's definitely something that you have to prepare yourself for because, these monsters are going to pretty much be everywhere this format. Anyways, I can now special summon the Adara. The rest of my hand, not the greatest because I don't really have access to my SWORDSOUL engine again because I'm bad at the game. I keep drawing too many hand traps, Bernard. But it's all good in the hood. I can banish my own Vishuda, summon the Magnamut, and then use the effect to search on end phase. And then again, my opponent summoned a monster on turn 0, which means that Yazi is not only a clearer, but also an engine starter. Must be nice. Obviously, if your opponent had like the Druid Worm, this would have been completely different because it would be able to send any monster that you summon off of the Yazi. Actually, I don't think so because Yazi would trigger in a separate chain link, so it can only really send the Monk. Ooh, not too bad. You can even play around Druid Worm. But yeah, anyways, now I can go for Moye and of course go for the Chijiao. Draw 1 card and then search a card. Summon my Longwan into my whatever token. And then go for Baron because I was not locked under, Wyrm only since I never really had to use the effect of Ashuna. And just like that, I have a bunch of hand traps, 3 hand traps, Baron, Chijiao, and Imperm. So 6 interruptions through a hand trap. That is actually really cool, especially, again, considering the fact that my hand was very, very underwhelming. So, again, if you're creative with your deck and if you know what you're doing, you can always find a way to just miraculously turn the tables around or whatever the expression is and just randomly make a comeback. So that's it for combo number 2. Let's get right into combo number 3 now. Alright, combo number 3, my hand is really, really nice. I have Imperm, Emergence, Magnamut, Longyuan, and Adara. So finally, I didn't break. Oh my god, finally. I'm searching the Moye, and then I'm revealing the Adara, and then I'm summoning the Longyuan first, actually. And nobody plays Nibiru, so you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna make the Sinister Longyuan instead. Chilling 1, Chilling 2, Chilling 3, so I can draw 2 cards, and then search at the very end. And of course, I'm gonna be going for the Blackout, and just like that, I have again a bunch of interruptions. Whenever my opponent activates like a continuous or field spell, I can banish it right away, so Mystic Mine is a joke to me. And then also burn for 1200, so that's kind of irrelevant. And if my opponent, I believe, special summons a monster, I can banish it right away. So this is like a double interruption. The Chijiao is like a Veiler, so that's that. So 3 interruptions. The Blackout is a double pop, so that's really cool. The Imperm, the Veiler, and the Magnemot, which is going to be a definitely a very nice follow for next turn. So again, that's it for this one. Very, very simple. However, let's get right into a more complicated combo number 4, and the last one as well. Alright, so this combo is actually extremely cool, but before we get into it, friendly reminder, of course, to like and subscribe. You already know it. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you so much for even staying all the way until the end of the video. Now let's get right into it. So my hand has Vishuda, Vessel, Magnemot, Emergence, and Imperm. Very good hand. Somewhat similar to the hand I just showcased, but a little different because this time I have Vessel and then yeah. So yeah, summon the Vishuda and then go for the Monk. Activate the Vessel so I can send the Ashuna and search the Adara. Special summon the Adara and now summon the Magnemot by banishing the Vishuda. Use the effect so I can search on end phase, so it's kind of like a free hand trap. And then search the Taie with the Emergence. Sorry, is that Emergence? I'm stupid. Yes, it is. And then banish the Emergence after, you know, making the Yazi. And I think you already know what time of the day it is. It is time to make Yazi a level 8 monster. And the reason for that is because last time I checked, Tier Laments was a deck that really needed dark monster effects in order to win. So, you know, if you make a Chao Fang with a dark attribute Yangzing monster, I don't really see how you can lose the game. Like, you have to put in a lot of effort. So yeah, now I'm going to be going for Baxia, and then going to be Foolishing for... hold on, am I going to be Foolishing for something? Yes. I'm going to be sending the Moye with the effect of Taie. That's really cool, it's just a free draw one. And I'm going to be recycling back the Ashuna from the Banish with the effect of Adara. Now I'm going to be popping the Baxia in order to revive back the Moye, reveal the Ashuna that I just recycled back, go for the Chijiao, and then go Chinning 1, Chinning 2. So draw 1 card, a Veiler, not too bad. And I'm going to be discarding the Long Yuan, sorry, the Ashuna in order to summon the Long Yuan, which also gets me a token. And at this point, I think you can already see where the end of the combo is going to go. So I'm going to be going for the Sinister Long Yuan. I'm locked under rare monsters anyway, so it's not like I could make Baron. But again, Nibiru does not exist. Like, it's just a myth. It's all in your head. Nobody plays Nibiru, at least not in Game 1. So in Game 1, I recommend people to be aggressive. And on Game 2 and 3, maybe play a little more conservatively. Especially if you know that, let's say your opponent actually mailed a Nibiru and you know that, you know, for a fact that your opponent plays Nibirus. But even in the side deck, Nibiru is actually losing a lot in popularity. So this is why going for Long Yuan, which actually generates you advantage, on top of being a double interruption, might actually be better than Baron, which is only 1 interruption and doesn't really generate you anything for you. But yeah, anyways, now we're going to be burning for 12. Again, time has been called, what a coincidence. And we're going to be making the legendary Dark Chao Fang. Very, very difficult to make because Yazi is a level 7 monster, so you need like a, you know, an odd number monster with like an even number monster. It's really tricky. Like, you basically need like a Bisted monster with Adara or Veiler or something, and then you need to like turn it into a level 8 and then use Adara in order to make the Chao Fang. So this is something that was practically impossible to do before. But now, thanks to the Bisted monsters, it is, well, just less impossible to do. Anyways, you're synchro summoning a Were monster, which means that Long Yuan can draw you 1 card. And that's actually a really, really nice end board. So again, on the end phase, the Magnemot is going to be searching for the Druid Worm. I'm skillful at the game, so my draw 1 was Magnemot, which is kind of nasty. So, yo, how many interruptions is that? A lot, huh? I have the Chao Fang for Dark, which is honestly like an FTK against, you know, the Tier Laments. How the hell are they breaking that? And of course, I have the Chijiao, I have the Long Yuan, I have the Imperm, Veiler, and double Bisted monsters. So I really don't see how this can actually lose against Tier Laments unless you get hit by like Super Poly or something, because both of them are like light Wyrm monsters. So I guess that would work, but like apart from that, I don't know, man. It's basically just impossible to lose because they don't really play a lot of cards that, I mean, they kind of just use gas in order to break boards usually. So yeah, it's basically a Super Poly or bust kind of situation. And I can guarantee you that Super Poly will be losing a lot in popularity next format. Because it's not that good in Ishizu tier format. It's good, but it's not that good because there's still a lot of, you know, flaws of losing to the graveyard effects of Mudora and Keldo, so you need better cards. But yeah, that's pretty much it for these combo. This was like 7 interruptions or something. Yeah, basically 4 on the field. No, 5 actually. So this is double. So yeah, it's 5, no, 3, 4, 5. 8 interruptions, holy mac and cheese. This is actually ridiculous. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.